Ki khubor ka Batesi TV.
Ka umdi basnyam bat penjasliang. Rupa Premium Meghalaya. Bo, a specially designed machine that is stronger, faster, more powerful and fuel efficient. Contact Orange Automobile at 9774003555 or 9615847757.
Keterangan Pulia Putih Jangka Sorkar Jela Shan Kasa Pyndap No Ikam Nonghikai Badang Sa Theli High School Sorkar Kata San Spa Theli Haki Lower Primary Ho Hadu Arpo Theli Haki Upper Primary But Ar Spa Hadu Lai Spa Theli Haki Secondary Ia kini lapentip do Director Jangka School Education and Literacy Swapnil Tembe Haka Jinya Keren Baki Lar Patai Kubor Haka Arpo Trik Rempang Araja Arpo San Hadinga Jinya Lang Perkhatkam Haka bedai bat kes tambas, lapentip baon pentre kam syuk-syuk, sa kumbalai poteli, namar ba kajing dawa klanang kamkiu hanang ba shilong, bat kum juru hasor jawai, bat hasor tura, bat haka bedai bat kutulop lapentip baka Sorkar Jela, kadap pelat hadu benai kelalingkot, naga bentai ke skul ke penyat daka Sorkar, kat ba naga bentai ke wepat ke skul, bala ajing harap daka Sorkar, katai ke deficit skul, ka Sorkar kan pelat tang hadu benai nopra.
Recruitment of the government schools, the matter is under examination because the roster, as you know, that we have to follow the roster. So we have compiled the vacancies from all the subdivisions and all the district, and currently the roster is under examination, and once it's approved, then we will go ahead and do it, as we had done in 2023 where towards the end where 1,000 teachers were recruited. So on a similar level, again we are ready for the next round of recruitment at all levels for the government and for all other schools. As you have seen the presentations, the rationalization process which is now very important for the state, so we are taking up that exercise, and once that exercise is complete, then all the other vacancies also will be taken up. In terms of government LP, it is around 500 vacancies are there, and UP has very minimum because we have very less number of government UP schools, so that's around 10 or 20. And in secondary schools, the vacancy would be around let's say 200 to 300 government secondary schools. But for secondary schools, there is a provision of substitute teachers which is there. So as of now, people are there. It's not like teachers are not there. So for secondary level, that problem is not there. Basically, last year 30 buses were there, but then initially the response was not that great. So various initiatives the STEMS team has taken, and we collaborate also. We also felt that we should play a part. And then together we made one small video on that to promoting, because I feel the kind of features which they provide, nowhere I have in the country, I have not seen these kind of features. The caretakers which are there. So it's not just about the bus and the conductor and the the support staff is there. Once the children get out of the bus, there are caretakers who will, from the point where they are disembarking, they will be taken to the school. So that kind of feature I have not seen in any other state or any other city. And there is an app also, parents will get notification when their children are boarding and when they are coming back. All kind of safety features have been taken, and so now this is all full. All 30 routes have been buses were occupied, and now the STEMS team has recently they informed me that more buses are coming, approximately 30 more buses. So all those already are tied up. So the demand is increasing. In fact, we also got demand from Jowai and Tura on a similar, for the similar initiative. So it's very good that the demand is increasing. And now this year there will be 60 STEMS buses which will be running. But the challenges remain, as you are aware, some of the routes are very narrow. So these buses may not be able to go till the end. For example, Shillong Public School. So after that DHS point, the road is so narrow that the bus may not be able to go. So maybe we can think of other solutions of maybe a smaller winger or a smaller size buses which are there, which can go till the school. Parking of these buses also is a challenge which they have already worked out. So all these features are there. But if you just calculate one bus like 30 students, so that means 30 less vehicles on the road. So we have already 30 running and 30 are coming. So 60 buses will be running. So 60 into 30 you can calculate. So 1800 less vehicles on the road. So that is an impact, I would say. And of course there are many more things to be done, but yeah, it's a step in the positive direction.
So, like, since many are still skeptical about this whole idea, how are you planning to convince them, sir? The parents?
No, so it's already changing. The word of mouth is the best kind of publicity, and those who are using this facility, I'm sure those parents are sharing with. That is why the huge demand is coming. That is why 30 more buses have been inducted. So that is a pure sign. There's a very clear indication that the demand is increasing, and there should be in future. Obviously, this will go even more. So I request parents to think about this, that the kind of impact, it is absolutely safe, and these kind of features nowhere in the country I have seen any kind of school bus services providing. And there are other benefits, of course. The whole city will benefit out of less congestion. So all these factors should be considered, and I'm sure in the future more people will come on board and STEMs will go on getting more and more buses. So basically regarding this, since last year what we have done is that there is a dedicated committee at the diesel level, and we meet every month to review the releases of different kind of schools. So as you already are aware that there are several types and these are different. So when it comes to the government, it's basically a salary. And as far as government is concerned, government schools are concerned, from the state side, for all the categories we have released up till the month of January. And of course sometimes there are technical issues because there's those financial systems are online, so maybe because of some issue, because sometimes the change in DDO also, the drawing and dispersing officer also changes. So there are various factors because of which some schools may not have received. But as far as government schools are concerned, we have released everything from the here, and basically the good part is that now we are reviewing every month. We sit every first week, we sit and we monitor, and in fact we release in advance. So last year also there were no issues in terms of this. When it comes to other kind of schools, which are the aided schools, there are different kinds of aid, and then this is basically a government giving the aid to the private schools, which is in different forms. This comes in different heads. So generally it is released quarterly, at a quarterly basis, and this is released to the school. Of course we are in some of the for example in some of the cases like deficit secondary and deficit higher secondary, we are working out for this present quarter. So we have released, as I said, it is released quarterly. So we have released till December for all kind of aided schools. For this present quarter, which is the last quarter, we are working out, and this will be taken care of shortly. As I said, for all government schools we have released, and for all the aided schools, as it is released on a quarterly basis. So till December we have released for every kind of aided school which we have provided. In fact, in some of the cases we have even released for the fourth quarter as well, and for the remaining things are being worked out, and we will expedite.